Hello, Morrison Heights family. It's a great joy to be with you today. On behalf of the church, I'm happy to report great news. Our elders and our staff have been conspiring together in conversation, and we have determined that we're set to reopen our church meetings and reconvene our gatherings together on the Lord's Day. So on Sunday, June the 7th, I'm happy to report, we will begin our public meetings again. Our normal services would be 9 and 10:45. We're adjusting that second service to 11. So 9 and 11 are our service times. And also we're adding a 5 p.m. service. Those three services are identical. So you choose the one that suits your schedule. We are reconvening for the purpose of gathered worship here in the worship center. And we are not doing anything else immediately, which means on June the 7th, we'll have worship, but we will not provide childcare. We want those with children to bring them into the worship center. We will not provide small groups, life groups, Sunday school classes. They will not be meeting. They will stay electronic for just a few more weeks, we think. We're grateful for the encouragement of Governor Reeves here in Mississippi to begin to meet again. And we are grateful for his commitment to public health and protecting our population. We have submitted to that as a congregation, but we are delighted that circumstances permit us to reconvene. We have learned many things during the pandemic, probably too many for this video for sure, but I will say that one thing we have learned is that God made us to be communal people. We are better when we get to be with people, and particularly God's people getting together with God's people. It turns out that the wisdom of God is right and the wisdom of God is true. So we are delighted to get back together. Now, I want you to know a couple of things. We're not going to highlight everything. We've got several things in print that you'll be receiving, but I just wanted to point this out to you as we get started. As we enter the worship service, we're going to practice social distancing. We're going to encourage masks, but not require them. We'll have masks. Our ushers will. If you get here without a mask and you want one, we'll provide that mask. But they're not required, but they are encouraged. We want to take care of as many people as possible, but we will practice social distancing, which means a 6-foot radius around you. So you'll look behind me into the worship center. This is my side of the worship center. It's where I normally sit, right over here. And you'll note that every other row is marked in red. If you look at the backs of the chairs, you'll see little red pieces of tape. We've closed every other row. And so that means perhaps your favorite chair won't be available. That's okay, because the one either in front of it or behind it might be, depending on when you arrive. But we're also closing some of the chairs in those rows, and we are training our ushers to help us with that. Our ushers will be aware if you come, like Greg and Susan, we're going to come, there'll be two of us. I need a section where two people can sit and practice social distancing. Our ushers will know that. You come here and you say, I've got two. You'll have somebody show you exactly where two seats might be, and they'll be convenient for you. And you'll perhaps get to meet some new people, certainly get a new perspective on the worship service. We hope that will be fine, and you'll adjust to that in this near term. So it's going to be a little awkward, perhaps, for us. It's all right. We're not pouring concrete on any of this. It's going to be fine. We'll do it for the near term. We'll do it a few weeks, and then the circumstances will be different, and we'll adjust. So my encouragement to you is to come on back as you can. We're not encouraging anybody who's high risk, anybody who's sick, certainly, or feels sick or has been around those who are sick. Those people should stay home. We'll continue to provide resources online at 9 a.m. We're actually going to convert the way we do the worship service. Now going to be a true live stream for us, and that's going to be a little different. You'll see a different look. Same people involved, same context, but the look of that will be a little different, and I think you'll enjoy it. And so we're excited about that. We've made some changes around the building, certainly emphasizing sanitation and so forth. You'll come and you'll note that there'll be an accelerated attention to hygiene. We want you to take care of that and manage that. And if you're anxious, we want you to be at rest. And if you're not anxious, we want you to be at rest. And we want you who are not anxious to help us help others be at rest. This is a place where people can come and worship the Lord. And so we're looking forward to that. As you enter the worship center, you will find your seat, and we'll get started promptly at either 9 a.m. or 11 a.m. and 5 p.m. So there's a lot of preparation that has already been conducted, and there's a lot more over the next few days. But we're looking forward to June the 7th, and we hope you are as well. I want to leave you with an encouragement. One of the great comforts from our own life through this experience has been Psalm 46. And there are 11 verses. I won't read them all, but I'm going to read the first 3 and then jump to the end. Listen to these words. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore we will not fear, though the earth gives way, though the mountains be moved into the sea, though its waters roar and foam, though the mountains tremble at its swelling. Come, behold the works of the Lord, how he has brought desolations on the earth. He makes wars cease to the end of the earth. He breaks the bow and shatters the spear. He burns the chariots with fire. Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our fortress. Those words comfort me as I'm reminded, I am not God, neither are you, but I live under the authority of God, and we take delight in knowing that there are many times of uncertainty in our lives, and this has certainly been one. We are certain of one thing, and that is that God is at work, and he is doing marvelous things, things that we may or may not recognize in our own lifetime. But I trust you're comforted. You're looking forward to being back together with your church family, because we are certainly looking forward to seeing you. God bless you. We look forward to June 7th together.